Miss Conley here. Today we are going to learn about our senses. We've been learning all about our different body parts. We have special body parts that help us sense the world around us. We have 5 senses. They are seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, and tasting. Those are our 5 senses, and they help us to understand the world around us. This story is called Our Senses, and it's going to teach us about our senses. The author of this story is Susan Thames. She wrote the words. The author writes the words. The photographer is Eileen Hart. The photographer takes the pictures. Your senses. Can you name your 5 senses? This girl is covering her mouth. This girl is covering her ears. This girl is covering her eyes. This boy is pointing to his hand, and this boy is plugging his nose. Your senses and your brain work together. Your senses help keep you safe. Your senses help you learn things. See. You can see with your eyes. Hear. You can hear with your ears. Please point to your ears. Smell. You can smell with your nose. This girl is smelling flowers. Flowers smell good. Touch. You can touch with your hands. Taste. You can taste with your tongue. Show me your tongue. Good job. You need all of your senses. Our senses help us to interpret the world around us. We can see if there's a car coming before we cross the street. We can listen to hear if we hear any cars coming before we cross the street. We can use our sense of smell to smell if there is a fire or something that does not smell good around us. And we can use our sense of taste to taste yummy, yummy food and eat healthy food that helps our body grow. Our senses really help us stay safe, and they help us to make observations about our world. We have a guy here, and we need to give him his 5 senses. So our first sense is sight, seeing. We see with our eyes. So we need to give our little guy some eyes. Eyes are the shape of an oval. And I'm going to give him some eyelashes. And a pupil. I gave him 2 eyes. We use our eyes for seeing. We use eyes for seeing. Our next sense is hearing. We hear with our ears. This friend is listening to a seashell, but we can also talk on a phone, or we can hear a TV show, or we can hear this story right now. Our ears help us hear. Let's add some ears to our friend. Our ears are next to our cheeks. They are on the side of our head. So I'm going to give him 2 ears for hearing. He has 2 ears for hearing. Let's see what our next sense is. Our next sense is our sense of smell. Our friend needs a nose, so we know that he can smell. Ooh, now he has a nose. If this nose is tricky to make, you can also use a triangle for a nose. This girl is smelling flowers with her nose. Taste. You can taste with your tongue and your mouth. We need to give our guy a mouth and we need to give him a tongue too, because it's our tongue that really helps us taste. So I'm going to give him a tongue. Our tongue helps us taste because it has little taste buds on it. And our last sense is touch. We touch with our hands. Now his hands are down here outside of our picture, so I'm going to make sure that I add a hand up at the top. One way to add a hand is by tracing your hand. This is for our sense of touch. Let's count how many senses we added. We added his sense of sight, his sense of smell, his sense of taste, that's 3, his sense of hearing, that's 4, and his sense of touch, which is 5. We have 5 senses. Thank you guys for learning with me today. I can't wait to see your person with all 5 senses.